Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Valoramous, and today I have a very important DJ tutorial to help you prepare for CDJ gigs or really any gigs in general. And this is the most optimal track analysis settings within your Rekordbox DJ software, so you do not have a situation where the track displays a different BPM than the producer originally created that track with. So, for example, hard dance and hardstyle tracks are oftentimes 150 BPM approximately, or 140 or 160. You want that BPM to read 140, 150, 160 on the CDJs, and you do this through track analysis settings within Rekordbox DJ software. If you incorrectly analyze these tracks, the tempo information could read as half that, such as 75, and then that's going to make your job harder as a DJ to mix tracks together. Now, if you use your ears, you can get around this, but I think it's better to have that BPM read correctly as the producer originally intended. That way, when you're playing tracks live, it'll optimize your workflow and you can make decisions that much faster. So we're gonna hop into Rekordbox DJ software, and I'm gonna show you this one very important trick to help better analyze your tracks within Rekordbox for then export to a thumb drive. So when you're stepping out live on CDJs, you're not having to make your job harder. You don't have to make more decisions than necessary, and you can focus on rocking that crowd. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Valoramous, and welcome to my tutorial on the most optimal track analysis settings within Rekordbox DJ software. So recently I had a question on one of my YouTube videos about how to adjust the BPM or tempo information on a particular track if the track was read incorrectly. And this was actually a really good question because sometimes if you have a much faster track, say a track that's in the hard dance, drum and bass, hardstyle categories that's between 140 and say 185 BPM, you do not have your track analysis or tempo settings set correctly, it could incorrectly read this track, or not incorrectly, but mislead you into believing the track is actually recorded at a different BPM. So it could identify the tempo information as half that. So for example, if it's a drum and bass track at 180, it could read the track as 90, or if it's a hardstyle track at 150, it could read the BPM as 75. But there is an optimal track analysis setting to prevent this potential error discrepancy from distracting you during your live DJ sets, and that is the track analysis setting. So you're going to go to this preferences icon, which is this little wheel icon at the top right-hand portion of your Rekordbox DJ software. From here, you have these various categories: view, audio, and analysis. And here's where the money happens. Go to analysis and then set this track analysis mode to normal. And then you have this BPM range. You have various tempos. Now for the longest time, I had this set to 68 to 135, and that worked mostly well. But I think there's a better option, and that is this 70 to 180 BPM. That will provide the widest swath of music and then allow Rekordbox DJ software to analyze the tempos of your tracks correctly. Everything from the slowest hip hop, which is usually around 70 BPM, up to the fastest drum and bass or hardstyle music, which is going to be 180, could be 185. But I generally don't play any music that's beyond about 155. So my music is mostly between 70 and really 150. So I find that this setting in particular is the best setting of all these options here to appropriately analyze your music and then allow you to play live either on CDJs or on the DJ 1000 or DJ FLX10, etc. But once you do that, if your software has already analyzed the music, you may have to actually physically highlight tracks. So you could just hit Shift and then go here, and then right-click, and then just say Analyze Tracks, and then you can analyze the tracks again. And so this is going to analyze, down here in the bottom left-hand corner, it says Analyzing 10 Tracks. And you can analyze all your music again to get the correct BPM from it. Because the error that could happen here is if your tracks are incorrectly analyzed, or not incorrectly analyzed, but they're misleading in their information. Classic example would be a hardstyle track that's showing or displaying a BPM of 75. If you play that on CDJs, it's going to read that track as actually 75. And then if you're matching with another track, let's say an EDM track that's faster, or like a big room techno track that's at 140, it could actually double the tempo from not just 75 to 150 or 70 to 140, but you could be bringing that tempo from 140 to 80 or something incredibly fast, and that's where you could have an error in your DJ sets. So there you have it. That is my tutorial on the #1 most important track analysis setting feature within Rekordbox DJ software to correctly analyze your tracks, to display the appropriate BPM information so that you can make decisions faster and then simultaneously not also complicate your workflow when you're performing live. If you have any other questions, comments, tips, tricks, concerns, or suggestions to subscribers or viewers of this channel, please leave those in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.